In an earthquake, the Earth moves vigorously from side to side and would take the gigantic piers with it. That could be a big problem for a big bridge. Phil Corbett has offered to take me a bit closer to the problem. The piers are actually hollow, so I'm going to go right down to the bottom of them. This is just the first floor down, and I'm starting to get a real sense of what I've taken on.
Oh! That's the centre of the Earth. It must be.
Well, it is a nerve-wracking 110 meters down in total. There can't be that much further to go now, surely. And then, just when I thought I'd reached the bottom...
Well, I've been climbing down ladders and stairs for what felt like weeks, and this is all I've done. Sea level. And there's a whole lot more yet to come, because this thing goes on and on and on. Down there.
33 flights of stairs later.
This is it, then. Bottom of the sea, 65 meters above, is the surface of the sea. Under there, the bed.
These are the biggest bridge piers of their kind in the world. This one weighs 171,000 tons, and from down here to the top, it's about 30 stories.
90 meters across at the base of this thing.
In an earthquake, it is almost impossible to imagine, but to keep it from falling over, this whole gigantic tower needs to move freely from side to side. If the base got stuck, the whole thing would topple over. The engineers need to make sure that each pier can move freely. So what to do?
The answer to that lies in an age-old winter pastime.
The Rion-Antirion Bridge has one thing in common with winter sports. They both involve moving freely, sliding.
Of course, tempting as it is,
I didn't come here to play in the snow. Just like a toboggan, the bridge piers have to slide freely over the sea floor, which is made of sand. But they don't slide well on sand because of their shape. To show you what I mean, this board is flat, like the bottom of the bridge pier.
Yeah. Problem is, the leading edge is digging in, or towing in, as they say in the trade, and it won't go anywhere. That could have been a real problem for the Rion Bridge.
Sliding down a hill of loose sand is one thing, but does a pier on the flat seabed really have the same problem? I've got myself an accurate scale model of a bridge pier. Well, give or take a few hundred meters. It's currently being supported without a problem by this ultra-smooth track of fine sand. This time, to create the effect of the ground moving sideways or laterally, the role of the earthquake will be played by a 4x4. I've also brought along Ian Price, an expert in stabilizing soils.
So even though we're not at the bottom of the sea, by any means, you reckon this is a good representation of what might happen 65 meters down?
Yeah, we're attempting to simulate that effect.
OK. Right, so I'm going to drive away, because this is a lateral force we're talking about.
It is.
So
we're talking about large lateral forces, Richard.
Yeah. Well, this is a large lateral force.
Well, I'm going to stand well clear.
OK, I'm going to create an earthquake. We'll start.
Ah!
My pier fell over. So this is the towing in you're talking about?
That's right, that's right.
Why did it fall, and why didn't it just keep following me?
Because the weight overcame the ability of the sand to support the structure.
In an earthquake, the piers of the Rion Bridge would be pushed sideways, like this. As it moves, the leading edge puts more pressure on the sand beneath it, until it's more than the sand can support. It digs or toes in, and then it topples over. Really not what you want. So the key is how much pressure from the leading edge a material can support.